Hey, you want to see my seeds? Come on. Thank you for coming back. This is part 3 of checking out all the seeds that I have. This is the pumpkins and winter squash and gourds and giant pumpkins. I do have some other random stuff in here, but we won't bother to go over that. It's pretty much irrelevant. I can't say that word, irrelevant for this. Anyways, okay, so pumpkins. I'm obsessed with pumpkins. That's just a fact. I don't know, I love all of them. I really do love good old regular jack-o'-lanterns. I love that there's all sorts of varieties of jack-o'-lanterns. So there's more round ones, smooth, more ribbed, you know, regular just jack-o'-lanterns, but they can be tall or fat. So I have like all the different types. Yeah, but anyways, I did buy a large package of Howden from Johnny's. And I think this will be my main regular jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I'm not gonna do, my pumpkin business is mostly based on decorating pumpkins and winter squash and things you can eat. Because that's what I really love. I do love the jack-o'-lanterns, but I like the decorating pumpkins. So anyways, I will have the Howden as the main, but I do have some others. So what I've done for my pumpkin seeds, I've organized them in days to maturity. Oh, hey, look. There's a whole nother box of pro-cut sunflowers. Hey, let's look at these really quick since I found them. Good to know. Sunrich Lime, Pro-Cut Orange, and there's 2 packages of those. Pro-Cut Horizon, and Pro-Cut White Knight. Good thing I found those. I guess I'd be planting them right about the same time I start the pumpkins. But anyways, so I've organized my pumpkins in days to maturity. So we'll start with the 80 to 85 days to maturity. All right, so Johnny's, I got another jack-o'-lantern, the Rival. Autumn Delight, hybrid acorn winter squash. Hey, that's in the wrong box. I have a winter squash box. I guess I should have gone through my boxes. Maybe I did that on purpose. I think I did that on purpose. Okay. Just leave my things alone and let my memory align. Okay, so the Autumn Delight, it's an F1. It's a hybrid acorn winter squash. So that's 80 days. This is a Cinnamon Girl PMR F1. It's a hybrid pie pumpkin from Johnny's. Weeby Little. I tried to find, I need to get more seed for the Weeby Littles. This is Harris seed. They did really great and I love them. I need more of these, I gotta buy some more. Autumn Crown. I actually have a funny story about these. I grew them this last year and they must not have been fully mature. And I thought they were something else and that they grew wrong. And I just fed them all to the chickens. When in reality, I should have just let them keep growing. But anyways, yeah, I won't do that again. So Autumn Crown, and this is Osborne Quality Seed. Everything I've gotten from Harris and Osborne Quality Seed has been fantastic. Of course, Johnny's always grows well. The Casparita, I absolutely loved the Casparita. It was super fun. I'm gonna grow a ton of these next year. The Troll. I'll grow a few of these. I think they're fun to look at, but I noticed this year I sold a very few amount of pumpkins. Not a single one got bought. So I'll probably grow like 1 plant or maybe 2 plants just to have around for interest, but I don't think people are interested in buying those. I think they're cool, whatever. Okay, so pumpkins, the 95 days to maturity. Marina di Chioggia. This one. This is from Baker Creek. All right. Oh, a hybrid specialty. This is the orange smoothie. Now this one I specifically bought. It is small and it is perfectly smooth on the outside. It's just a little jack-o'-lantern. And what I'm growing it for is having a painting day. So invite people to come and paint pumpkins. Kids, adults, whatever. But I'm super excited about that. That'll be super fun. But I'll only have those for that. All right, some leftover. Gosh, I can't say this. I never have been able to. Gourds de Provence, I don't know, from Floret. They grew really well. Ah, here's some more from Baker Creek. Same thing. Maybe you can read it if it's closer. The gold dust from Harris Seed. My tape's given out. They grew really well. They were okay. They didn't really get bought, but they were cute. Blaze were a huge seller. I think they're super fun. I'll never get old of Blaze. I think there's some more Blaze in here because I know I bought more. The Moon Stacker. These grew pretty well last year. I love stackable pumpkins. Let's see here. The hot chocolate, those are super cute. Little tiny little like tan colored pumpkins, they're fun. The Baby Boo, these were cute too. And then Jack Be Littles. Yep, so a lot of these are the little pumpkins. Gotta have the Jack Be Littles. Let's see if I can actually get this closed. Again, I have so many seeds that, oh, yep, they fit, barely. All right, so these are pumpkins that are 100 days to maturity, and I have 2 boxes of those. Snowball is this, I believe, new to me. I think it's like a basketball size white pumpkin, if I remember right. What I had, and I'll get to them eventually, was the Crystal Star from Osborne Quality Seed, and I really liked how white they were. I liked their size, and they had like a little bit of a different shape to them, mostly round, but the stems fell off really easy. So that was not cool. So I'm replacing them with the Snowball. Blue Hubbard Winter Squash. Gotta have the Hubbards. Some people say they're a good trap crop. And really, honestly, one of my plants got killed by a cucumber beetle last year. I had a couple plants get just like completely eaten to the ground before I even knew the cucumber beetles were there last year. That's how I figured it out. I was able to save most of them, but 2 plants definitely got completely decimated. Sunlight PMR F1. So this is a little yellow, yes, it's a little, like little decorative yellow pumpkin. Yellow was a big seller for me last year, the mellow yellow. We'll get to that. Oh, here's some more Blaze. Gotta have the Blaze. The Polar Bear, I absolutely love these. Big white pumpkins. They were about 50 pounds, 40 to 50. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I like big pumpkins. I like pumpkins. Kratos, so this is a regular jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Love them. And then this is the Jester. They didn't sell. I didn't love them. I'm not sure that I'll actually grow them again. Meh. The Dark Knight. I did really like these when they were dark, but they do, and that's when I picked them, but they do turn orange, and it's a really super dark orange, and I really like their shape, but I wish they stayed dark green, but that's just not how that works. I'll grow them again. They're fun. I mean, even just for the shape, it's a cool shape. All right, more 100 days to maturity pumpkins. So Moonshine. I guess I'll have to see what it is when I put the picture on the screen. I'm guessing it's white. As Connecticut Field Pumpkins, regular jack-o'-lanterns. Winter Luxury. I really like the Winter Luxury pumpkins for eating, but they don't store well. They definitely go mushy way before the New England pie pumpkins. Colorado Sunrise, and this is Harris seed. Loved these. Loved these. And they did sell well last year. Thor, so a big, tall, skinny, regular, my words are gone. They're tall, skinny, but large, regular jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. This is the magic lantern. I love the magic lantern. It's fairly ribbed, and I really like that, if I got that right. I'm pretty sure that's the one I really liked. Jack-o'-lantern, just orange jack-o'-lantern. The crystal star. So this is the one that's white, and I really like the shape and how white it was, but the stems broke off like super easy. And this is the Growers Giant. I didn't like them. I'm not gonna grow them again. Nah, meh. Maybe I'm picky, but whatever. Pumpkin snob, I don't care. All right, these are pumpkins that have 105 days to maturity. So a New England pie pumpkin from Johnny's. Oh yeah, and so this is a winter squash. So this is the North Georgia Candy Roaster. I've never tried it, but I'm excited to. So Harris seed. Autumn Frost is another pumpkin for eating. But they're really cool looking. You can decorate with them too. And some leftover in my gardener Howden seeds. Probably plant those at the same time. Plant those ones just to get rid of them. Mellow Yellow. Love the yellow. And so did other people. They definitely all got sold. And then this was the other absolute favorite, is the Warty Goblin from Osborne Quality Seeds. Theirs are much wartier. Love them. Again, one of those things, it's just how it works. But, so the warts stay green for longer than the flat part of the pumpkin. But they do eventually turn orange, but they're really cool no matter what. So I pick them when they're still green and hopefully sell them when they're still, the warts are still green, but they're super cool and they're much wartier from Osborne Quality Seeds. Rogue V de Temp. These sold very well last year as well. So nice dark orange, pretty. Loved them. This is one of the ones that Jarradale? I'm not good at pronouncing things. This is one of the ones that got eaten by cucumber bugs, so I never actually got to see any of these last year. So try again this year. Hopefully, I'm not completely sure how I'm gonna deal with the cucumber beetles in the pumpkin patch this year. I ended up using some spray last year that was not organic, and that was frustrating to me. I don't really want to do that. I don't know. Maybe figure out how to make some DIY tents for them this year when they're a little tiny, but I mean, the bugs are gonna get them the whole way through, so I don't know. I gotta figure it out. All right, pumpkins that have 110 to 115 days to maturity. So some of the first ones that I'll grow. Okay, Musk De Provence. They didn't have long enough to grow this year. I needed to start them sooner and I didn't. So they were really cool, but they weren't, the flesh wasn't hardened. So this year I'll start them early enough and I'll have them. And these are the same. Valencia white. That's all I remember about it. I'll have to see with you when I put the picture on the screen. Flat white boar. Excited for those. Haven't tried them yet. One too many. These really didn't get to maturity in time. Also, I had a weed problem last year, and these plants, I think, were a little bit slower growing, and the weeds came up around them, and they really just kind of got choked out. So I'm excited to actually get these to maturity this year. I have some plans on how to deal with weeds in the patch this year, so we shall see. Porcelain doll, super good seller. Totally sold really well. Easy to grow, super prolific. I love them. They're pretty. Nice light pink color. And then the fairy tale. The fairy tale sold pretty well last year too. So I'm excited for those. Yeah, so that's most of my pumpkin seeds. Let's see here. What do we have in the winter squash section? Some Burpee winter squash. It's an early acorn hybrid. I'm not sure exactly what of these I'm going to grow. Blue Hubbard. I already have some of these, so I probably won't grow these ones. The honey bear from Johnny's. That one is delicious, and it stores really, really well. The butternut orange. I've grown these. They're delicious, amazing. I'll probably grow some more. I got some delicata. I love delicata. Some more winter luxury. And a Waltham butternut. And then a buttercup. I've never had these before, so I'm excited to try them. And then a green striped cushaw. New to me as well. I think they're really cool looking, but we shall see what they taste like. So that's winter squash. And then got gourds. So my gourds got kind of out of control last year. I grew them on a trellis and it was insane. I definitely did not space them appropriately, and it was probably really good that they grew on the trellis, because the ones that grew on the ground did get kind of not so nice. I don't know how to explain that, but maybe I'll do it again. I'd have to have a lot of trellis space. So gourds are pretty darn prolific. This is, I don't know if any of these germinated last year. I saved these from a gourd that I got at a pumpkin patch back in Washington. I called them warty small gourd. Try it again this year, see if anything germinates. This is the autumn wings blend. That's one of them that just like, I had tons. And the daisy mix from Harris Seed. Lots. And the cornucopia from M.I. Gardner. They were all super prolific. The speckled swan. I got 2. So I'm gonna try again this year. I need to germinate them a lot sooner, because apparently it can take up to 45 days to germinate. I had no idea. But the ones that I did get to germinate, they grew very well, very well. And they were super fun to have. Swan and Goose from Harris. I don't think I even planted any last year. Huh? I didn't get any. What is this? Oh, a birdhouse seed I saved from back when I grew in Washington. See if that germinates. And then loofah. I grew a bunch of loofah last year. I might grow some this year. We'll see. They were fun and super prolific, and it was a really cool trellis. I think that could be fun, and then maybe sell the loofahs at market. We'll see. Kind of having a space issue. And we have plenty of acreage, just the problem is acreage that I can get irrigation to. So out in our big main field, there's about 10 acres that there's really no way to irrigate So maybe something we work on for the future, or there's also, we've been talking about doing just 10 acres of sweet corn and just, you know, going with what precipitation we get or not. We'll see. This is my giant pumpkin box. And these are all specialty seeds. So when you breed a giant pumpkin, you cover the blossom so that bees can't get in there and mix the pollen with whatever random pumpkin. And you take a male flower and a female flower that has the little pumpkin on it, and you put the pollen on and you close it up so you know that that was only pollinated by whatever plant you decide to do it with. You can do it with its own plant, or you can cross it with another giant pumpkin. So then when you grow them and people do sell them, a lot of people give them away, their seeds from them, but I've gotten a collection. I don't know. I think I'm gonna grow 2 giant pumpkin plants this year. So two giant pumpkins, hopefully. They're a little finicky and I don't have a lot of time, but I'd really like to do it. I haven't decided which yet. I also have some other random giant things, seeds. So this is a Bushel Gourd seed from a 242 pound Bushel Gourd. And there's some more, I guess that's a Bushel Gourd. And giant tomato seeds. Yeah, this one, it was 2.94 pounds. Giant tomato world, that's like, meh, 3 pounds, meh. And it had a 22-inch circumference. Now this is a possibility. It's getting older, but all of my giant pumpkin seeds, all of my giant seeds are getting older, but I'm just gonna grow them. So this is from a 1,001 pound pumpkin. What is this? Oh, giant watermelon. I might do that at some point. Let's see here. This is from a 1,200 pound pumpkin. This is a Bushel Gourd. No. Oh, so this is a giant pumpkin that was 967 pounds. Here's a 1,024 pound pumpkin seed, 1,549 pound pumpkin seed, giant pepper seeds. This is a 1,659 pound pumpkin seed. So my biggest pumpkin was grown not from this seed, but from a previous seed year from Cindy Toback, and it was a white pumpkin. I forget what hers was that I grew it from, but I grew a 424 pound giant pumpkin. This pumpkin seed is from a 2,145 pound, 1,857 pound pumpkin that Cindy Toback grew. And that's a field pumpkin, so a regular jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, they have giant size of those too. And this one was 97 pounds, which is pretty big for a field pumpkin. This is a 1,300 pound pumpkin and a 1,947 pound pumpkin. So I have some good choices to choose from with giant pumpkins. I'm kind of gonna look at some that look them up and see what areas they're grown in. If I can buy some that, you know, were grown more in the Midwest, I think that would work out better. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all of my pumpkins and gourds and winter squash. I do have some other random stuff in here. Dahlia and gladiolas, medicinal plant seeds, some wheats, oats, grasses, dry bean seeds, and some other random flowers. Like there's some alyssum and some, looks like straw flower kind of stuff. Not using them, but they're fun to have. So anyways, thank you for coming and watching and seeing all these crazy amount of seeds I have, my little obsession, but hopefully later this year you'll come back and you'll see what I've grown from them. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.